Hi world. It's the 17th, no it's not, it's the 12th of May 2026. And this is my new moon forecast for 3 or 4 days time. I'd have done it later, but I'm going to be at Shifts Happen. Now, I've got quite a few announcements about Shifts Happen, but this is the last time you're going to be hearing me talking about Shifts Happen for at least 6 months. And I've got an announcement at the end about a free live stream that everyone can join in with. Everyone, free of charge. Come to that. So let's have a quick look at what we're doing. And I will nutshell this. So, on a Tuesday, we're all going to Avebury. About 30 of us, 40 of us on a coach. But that's an extra. On the Monday, Alex Trenoweth is going to be talking about the Saturn-Neptune conjunction and the way that works with spirituality as well as the connection with the Salvation Army. Rick Levine is going to be looking at the geometry of Venus and Jupiter and the beauty that unfolds through that geometry. And I'm going to be looking at the horoscope of a number of current figures. And then we'll have a closing sequence with us three people plus my techie stroke business partner stroke AI genius Kayvan. We may or may not broadcast that closing ceremony and the summary of the Shifts Happen live to the world. On the Sunday, though, Rick's going to be talking about beyond Saturn transits, the transits of Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. Alex is going to be talking about the blend of dream work with astrology. In the mid-afternoon, myself, Kayvan and Rick are going to be doing an hour session with the interface between AI and astrology. That's going to be really interesting. Darby Costello is going to be doing stuff on the meaning of Mars from a 21st century perspective now that Neptune is in Aries. And Penny Thornton is going to be looking at the ideas of the major global turning points at this time and in the coming few months. And early in the morning on the Sunday, I'm going to be doing some stuff on the sacred geometry of the solar system. On the Saturday night, we're going to be presenting the world debut of episode 1 of the documentary on the history of Western astrology. And before that, I'm going to be presenting my latest developments in my research into the notion of eschatology mixed with astrology, the study of the notion of the end of the world through different theologies, philosophies, and esoteric studies. Before that, Alex will be talking about Jupiter and the risk of getting too comfortable. Rick will be looking at astrology, consciousness, and the metaphysical field. Penny Thornton will be looking at the art of the different types of prediction and forecasting, and she will be having a look at current figures, particularly the British royal family. And Darby Costello will be looking at Saturn and Uranus now, both ex-rulers of Aquarius or current rulers of Aquarius, now that Pluto is in Aquarius. Finally, on the Friday night, I'll be looking at Saturn transits, and Rick will be looking at From the Astrologer's Notebooks, tips and techniques. And before that is something special, which we're going to stream live to the world, free of charge, but you're going to have to wait till the end of the video for that one. Now, tickets for shifts are basically sold out. There's no more day tickets. No more early birds. 2 or 3 residential tickets left. 1 or 2 tickets for the trips to Avebury, perhaps. But there's still lots of live stream tickets. And for you get 20% discount until Thursday night, because Friday morning the tickets are going to go up in price. But if you want to buy a streaming ticket, go onto the link at the bottom of this website, at the bottom of this page, or down in the box just underneath this video, and you'll be able to put in at the ticket page Shifts 20, SHIFTS 20, and get a 20% discount. You'll also find the new website based on lots of different things. It's the website to a portal that we're going to be opening later this year, and you'll see already that there's the link for the waiting list for the new set of astrology classes that are going to be coming out in September, as well as later episodes of the history of Western astrology, and lots more stuff to come. Seriously, this is going to be the portal that redefines the way astrology is presented to the world. Right, so it's new moon. Now, it's new moon in about 4.5 days' time. The actual time of it is something like 9 p.m. UK time on Saturday the 16th, when the sun will be conjunct the moon and will be conjunct Mercury at 26 degrees of Taurus. But it's a period immediately after this. Now, for recent months, you've probably got sick of me talking about the Saturn-Neptune conjunction and 7 planets in Aries, and earlier this month, Mercury squared Pluto when Pluto was retrograde. And later this month, we've got Mars squared Pluto, and sure, in July, we've got the mother of all great big outer planetary lineups. And then from August onwards, things calm down. Promise. But in mid-May, there's something beautiful. Within 48 hours of the new moon, 60 hours maximum, Mars will move into Taurus, Venus will move into Cancer, and they will be sextiling each other at the same time as the moon and Mercury will be moving into Gemini. And we will have the first conjunctions to Uranus in Gemini for 77 years. And then immediately after this, Mercury will sextile Neptune and trine Pluto, and this is the start of a 2-year period of Uranus trining Pluto, which is drop dead gorgeous. It suggests to me that the more we get into the 16th, 17th, 18th, that some type of breakthrough, some type of contact, some type of new innovative communication is going to come through in a way that's totally different to anything we've seen before and bears no relation to any of the major flashpoints on our planet at this time. This is something to be welcomed and hopeful. And even if nothing happens in a way that's big, it is still a beautiful time. It's one of those rare moments where all the planets are aligned in fresh starts and fresh energies. So over the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, start something new in a way that's novel, original, futuristic, because the chances of it working well are much, much better than normal. The outer planets are all dancing with each other. The sun and moon and Mercury are dancing with Jupiter. Saturn is hardly doing anything to anyone with the exception of me. He's squaring my sun, but, apart from my back giving me jip, I'm coping with it by just working my bits off. This is a great time. It's a time of joy and of hope and of optimism. And of course, some people will not experience it like that. But the energy will be out there, and if you choose to avail yourself of it, you'll thrive. It's there. Use it or lose it. Now, I did promise you something special. Back to shifts, finally. On the Friday evening at 6:15, the opening ceremony is going to happen, and I'm going to spend about 10 minutes talking, and then we're going to stream in live from Hawaii Amanda Walsh, CEO and founder of AstrologyHub.com. And she's going to be on the big screen, and she's going to be looking at the back of my head and the back of Rick Levine's head. But the audience is going to see us sat in front of them and Amanda on the screen behind us. And Amanda's going to be asking us lots of questions around what we're going to be doing, as well as talking about her new things that she's coming up with. And no one's ever done anything like this before. And we're going to stream it live, free of charge, to the world. There may be a couple of other things that we stream, and you'll find this by going on the Shifts program, which you can link to in that box just underneath this video, because on there there's a live feed, where a digital program where you can find momentary tracking of what's going on at any given time, an up-to-date minute-by-minute breakdown of what's happening. And we will be announcing other live streams, but we're keeping our powder dry on that one for the short term. So yeah, we're titling it Astrology Hub Meets Shifts Happen. 6:15 p.m. UK time, Friday night. Be there or be an angular cubicle thing. And finally, it is new moon. When I originally worked out the dates for Shifts Happen in 2026, a year ago, I looked at it and I thought, I had the choice of 2 weekends. That was it. That was the only 2 choices I had. I thought, oh, we'll do that one. It's a nice new moon. I had no idea how good it was. So we've got 110 people in the room, 120 people in the room from 24 different countries, people on the live stream from 28, 29 countries. Yeah, come. And to all of those of you who are sick of me talking about shifts, when I get back from shifts, I won't be talking about it again for a long time. But it is new moon. Find the joy, find the optimism, find the hope. Get out there and do something with it. Even if it's just dancing and bringing some fun into your life. Because this is a rare moment in 2026 to reboot your soul and charge up your batteries. Use it. What you got to lose? Enjoy. Catch you later, folks. Bye.